So, Andrew, with this new BCBR, Buyer's Representation Broker Compensation Agreement that we all have to sign, all of the buyers have to sign, it's a big deal for a lot of the realtors in the industry. What are you seeing on the lending side? That presents some problems for a buyer, like an FHA buyer or VA buyer who maybe doesn't have the money to pay my compensation.
Right, absolutely. So we're hoping the seller will still concede to paying that. One of the biggest things I've seen recently is there's caps on the amount of seller concession that is allowed for certain loan programs. Usually it's 3%, 6%. I just found out recently that the seller concession cap does not, or it allows for extra for the buyer's side of the concession. So if the seller's willing to pay 2%, it doesn't count towards that 3% cap. So it allows for
transparent?
Yeah, transparent and seller concession.
Yeah, and I want to differentiate between seller concessions, which are only paid to the buyer.
Right.
And there's a form that we fill out and submit with our offer that states how much the seller is willing to pay the buyer's broker. Two different things.
Correct.
So seller concessions, closing costs, repairs, right? And I've seen conflicting information. We're still getting new stuff every day. It's changing every week.
Yeah, I've heard that they can use the seller concession to pay buyer's agent's fees. I think that's the way we're supposed to say it. Buyer agent fees.
What new plans, other than what you just mentioned about the seller's concessions, anything else new on the lending side that's going to help these folks out that you've heard of?
Everything's still coming out, so we're still trying to figure it out. I think the next 6 months to 12 months, we're in a gray period where everything's start to feel everything out. We've been through this in the lending side with a lot of changes after the Great Recession and whatnot. There's a lot of issues with our compensation, how we got paid.
You guys get paid?
after a little while, it started to shape out of how we get paid and how we could not get paid. And even now, there's still a lot of differentiation between different banks and brokers.
In the last couple of weeks, have you noticed any difference in the activity in the market?
Yeah, it slowed down.
Dude, I picked up 4 new buyers just this week.
Okay.
It might have slowed down on your side, but I've seen a lot of activity on my side. I got 2 VA buyers in contract a couple of weeks ago, wrote 1 offer for each one at list price, got them both accepted.
Okay.
Hardly any counters. So I don't know. I think in certain areas at certain price points, it's still busy.
Absolutely.
Yes. Especially in the entry level price point where I work with a lot of VA and FHA buyers out there, especially the VA buyers. And that entry level price point is hot.
Yeah, for sure. That's always.
It's a moving target. It's moving up.
It's always the moving target. And with the interest rates coming down, low 6s, even high 5s in some programs, it's a great time to move forward and for those entry level buyers that have been sitting on the sidelines. Yeah,
the team is really concentrating on getting a lot of listings in September, get them in escrow by October, because the next opportunity is really going to be January, February. Yeah. It'll slow down after that.
Yeah, as far as listings go, but I always tell my buyers, buy in November, December. That's a great time to buy. I bought my first 2 houses in November and December, but I still feel like I get good deals on them.
Yeah. Well, that's about all we have for right now. Stay tuned for more updates from Dave and Andrew. There's going to be something coming soon. Always changes.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dave.
You bet. Thank you.